I'm a solid guy.
I have the man waste his time.
All right, let's play the Kathy Lee song and then do the news.
All right.
All right, everybody ready for the Kathy?
Another version?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a better version so you can understand all the words.
All right.
I told you it was a work in progress. So we all know Kathy Lee's whole story, right?
She has the kids in Honduras sewing her clothes.
Right, but she said she didn't know anything about
Big
it.
wages and lots of hours.
So we think it would be cute to always kick Kathy Lee when she's down.
Yeah.
It's her Carnival Cruise music, you know. Yes.
Kathy Lee is such a phony. We don't see sun. We're kids in Honduras. We don't see sun. She didn't know that we mail her clothes. We had to sew them with bloody fingers and toes. Kathy Lee says she helps kids. She's full of crap. We work for pigs' wages, while Cody takes a nap.
Cody takes a nap, see?
She's such a loser. Well, Kathy gets rich, we all get poorer. Kathy Lee is no hero. She's just a jerk.
Right, kids.
Poor Pedro got no dough, but Kathy Lee's in the sun.
Right.
Poor Maria got diarrhea, but Kathy Lee's in the sun.
Right.
Kathy cries to Regis on the TV. She doesn't care if we have leprosy. Got no food, it's so rude, but Kathy Lee's not upset. If fruit flies are buzzing around a malnourished head, that's why we're loading that dumb bitch in her Walmart clothing. She's a sign of old times. Kathy Lee's in the sun.
Right, nice. Now we're rocking. Now all I got to add in is the Kathy Lee crying routine. Yeah, Kathy Lee in the sun. While Pedro and Maria.
Like that. While Pedro and Maria or whatever.
Maria has diarrhea.
Pedro got no dough.
Pedro's got no dough. Maria's got diarrhea.
But Kathy Lee's in the sun.
Right on.
Lies around their head.
What's the first story in the news? You want to start here or you need a break?
No, I can start.
All right, very good. We're on a roll, so I don't like to stop you when you're on a roll.
Yes, it's a big and horrible story.
And now here's Robert Corey with the news.
Now here's...
Get around that today.
I'm aroused when you read the news. Oops.
What's that?
Something fell out of my pants. Want to see?
No.
Got a microscope? Oh, it's an amoeba. Oh, no. It's just my male member.
What are you talking about?
It's the size of an amoeba. It's the size of an atom. It's really funny when they get me dressed for the scene and I'm in my underwear. There's no indication that I'm a man in my underpants. Because I see, you know, like, guys change you, but they can see there's nothing.
They're looking. Do you think they look?
Oh, I know they look. Everyone looks. And like there's no, you would think I had a vagina.
How do you know that other guys don't look like that, though?
I've seen guys in locker rooms. They don't.
No, you haven't seen them in the outfit that you're in.
Sometimes I get myself aroused just to look like a woman.
Does that make an impression?
Yeah. There's nothing flapping in my underpants.
I just want to say something here.
Thank you. Get me out of that.
They have these little things in page 6. Sightings, you know, every once in a while they say we hear, and then they tell you a couple of things, or they say sightings, and they show you, say a couple of people were around town doing something.
Yeah.
In sightings this weekend, on Saturday, they had weight-watching Robin Quivers ordering a low-calorie dinner at restaurant 222, then sending back the complimentary desserts with a thank you but no thanks.
You know who sends that stuff to the press people?
Who?
The restaurant.
That's why I was going to announce now that I will never be at restaurant 222
I don't blame you.
again.
I wouldn't go.
I was actually enjoying myself there, and I told a couple of other people it was a nice place, but I don't appreciate them reporting on my eating habits.
Go to restaurant 333. Screw 222. What is restaurant 222? Is that another one of those trendy eateries?
Well, it's a nice place.
Yeah.
It used to be a nice place on the west side.
What was your low-cal meal?
I must have had fish and vegetables. It was weeks ago. I wasn't even there recently.
Wow. Hey, well, here's a guy who wants to comment on the song. You like that song? Hello?
Hello. Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, you like the song?
I thought that song was fantastic. As a Hispanic American, I want to say que eso fue bravísimo, bellísimo y un tremendo canción y muchas gracias.
Ah, muy bien, muchas gracias.
You appreciate the sentiment.
¿Mis sabios de pesca en la cocina?
Están en la cocina.
Sí.
Oh, finally, somebody who understood you.
Who knows?
No, but seriously speaking,
This guy's calling from Rikers Island. Okay, go ahead.
No, but you're bringing light to something that a lot of people in the garment industry want to keep quiet.
Right.
And not only that, I think this totally absolves you of the Selena issue.
Yes. I mean, yes. Of course, listen, there is nothing to be absolved from. All I said was I didn't like her music.
Well, you know, I heard the show that day, and I was with you in the beginning. And I heard when you gave your statement, not your apology, your statement.
Right, thank you.
Spanish. And I agreed with you 100%, and you didn't say anything
Muy bien.
bad about Selena. You were being railroaded by those Mexicanos in Texas.
Muy bien, y tu gracias.
And I also want to declare you king of all Hispanics.
Ah, mi amo se dice como lieta, curracha, quieta. All right, conieta, filleta, say Casey Biquito.
Café Bustelo to you, too.
Sí, muy bien.
Café Bustelo.
All right, thank you very much.
And F the skull of Timmy with Sally Jesse Raphael skull.
And F the skull of 222. Thank you.
Bacalao from Kathy Lee.
Right, thank Kathy Lee. Thank you.
Bye.
And one other thing I'd like to ask of people.
Yes.
Stop having events in the park. People like to skate and run on the
Oh,
weekend.
come on. Stop with your
Now
agenda.
they have all these stupid bike races. People running you over on their stupid bikes.
What are you on those rollerblades? You got to shoot scenes. What do you break your ass and what are you going to do?
Do you want me to be able to be inside the shot?
Yeah.
I have to keep moving.
Is that what this dieting is? You're getting ready for the movie?
Well, I would like to be presentable no matter what time it is.
Nothing wrong with that.
But
This will be captured on film forever.
I skate pretty early. You can't get into this stupid park anymore for the people on their bikes running over every jogger and rollerblader. In fact, there was an accident on the weekend. A biker and a rollerblader collided with each other, and an ambulance had to be called.
Is this really news?
Yes, there was a big accident in the park this weekend. And the other thing I have to say to these bikers is stop yelling at me while I'm on my horse and trying to make me fall.
Wow, look what's going on in that park. Robin's backyard is that park.
That's right. That's where all my activities.
Out of my way, I am on a horse.
That's right. Horses have the right of way. You
No, it's not that they're in my way, but they're yelling at me as I'm on the bridle path.
No one will yell at you again, my queen.
I say, Robin, don't fall. After they distract me and I get jumbled, then they go, don't fall.
You know, I got to get that song contest done tomorrow. You're in need of a song. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and hear some more news about horses and the park, and we'll be back right after this.
There you go.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
All right, we're back with the news. Live in Hartford this morning.
For the first time in a long time.
Yep.
I don't know if you heard about this over the weekend. You were pretty much closeted on the set of your movie. But
Robin, I was sequestered.
yes, you were. Cut off from civilization. Back in August of 1994, a police officer was in the subway. He got a call. He was working undercover.
Yeah.
Got a call that there was a black man with a gun in the subway, so he went down there to try to figure out what was going on. He pulled his gun, and he was pointing it. Another officer responding to the same call saw this man in plain clothing crouched with a gun and then wound up shooting him.
Yeah.
Turned out that a cop shot another cop. It was called a friendly fire shooting.
Right.
Well, the victim of the friendly fire shooting, Desmond Robinson, is in jail now. He is in jail charged with rape. And today, the 911 calls made by two people who observed an altercation going on between Robinson and a woman he was with the other night have been released. And it sounds like a pretty gruesome encounter between these two people. They say that the 911 calls capture him threatening the two people who were making the calls to the police, and have a very detailed description of what was going on between Robinson and a woman he was with that night. He was apparently dating this police officer, a female police officer who had been assigned to him as a counselor after he had been shot. They were describing their relationship over the weekend as a dating relationship. However, the woman is married, though separated, and the mother of 3 children.
It's too complicated.
The sources say that a 911 call came into the center at about 12:45 a.m. on Thursday. These men were driving on Houston Street or driving by a Houston Street parking lot. The 2 men pulled over. One of them dialed 911 on his cell phone. Sources said the 911 operators took 3 frantic calls from the men and that he was forced to hang up at least once when Officer Robinson intimidated him. Robinson's reported victim is a 42-year-old veteran beat cop who befriended him and counseled him after he was shot. And she is a member of the Guardians, a fraternal group of police officers that supported Robinson. She is married with 3 children. The Guardians are trying to stay neutral in this whole case, they say. Prosecutors say Robinson and the woman were out together drinking on Wednesday night when Robinson came on to her sexually in his car. When she resisted, he allegedly pulled her out of the car, threw her on the ground, slammed her head, and tore off her underwear.
What time was this?
After 12 midnight.
Oh, I wasn't lensing at that time. I was probably rapping.
What are you saying?
I was rapping at that point.
That's when the 911 caller and his friend arrived, and Robinson allegedly confronted them, frisked them, and told them to leave. Then cops arrived. They had a couple words. Robinson told them nothing was going on, so the cops went away, and the 2 drove off. But later, he apparently drove this woman somewhere else, got into another altercation with her, forced her to have oral sex with him, and then...
Sounds like my first date with Allison.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, wait, Bill Nelson's on the phone. I got to line him up for tomorrow's show. Hold on. I don't want to do it now, but... Bill.
Yeah.
It's Howard.
How are you, my friend?
Hey, man, it was hard to talk in there.
Oh, I couldn't even hear you.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you either. Hey, can we call you tomorrow? We want to get the story of the White Roscoe when Cy fired him and ran on to and did the show.
Okay. By the way, it wasn't Roscoe.
Who was it?
It was another guy. I think it was a midday guy, but it wasn't Roscoe.
All right, we want to call you about that.
Okay.
All right, are you available?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Because if I do it now, we'll have to do it too short.
Okay. You got my home number?
Hold on, I'll get John to get it.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thanks, man. It's a good story. It's better even than the rape story you just did.
Oh, stop it. So anyway, Officer Robinson is now in jail. He had been retired from the police force on a disability as a result of the wounds he suffered in that friendly fire shooting. And everyone's quite shocked that the guy who a few weeks ago was on the stand testifying about being shot by another police officer is now in jail in protective custody because he is an ex-cop, but charged with rape.
Man.
It's a real turnaround.
It's a mouthful.
Also in the news, Lawrence Taylor, a person we know, was arrested over the weekend and charged with trying to buy crack.
LT?
Down in one of the Carolinas. I think it's North Carolina.
Any white news, Robin?
Oh, stop it. Why do you see the news as white and black, Howard?
I don't know. It's a major character flaw.
Oh, dear.
No, I tune on the news. Every story, the first 5 stories, always about black people. I go, aren't there any white people left in America? And now you're into this.
I'm not.
LT.
I don't see these as black and white stories.
Really?
I'm sorry.
I do.
Just happen to be black people. I don't dwell on the color of a person's skin.
Black people love to be in the news.
Oh, stop it. Just so happens that people want to know what LT is up to.
Everyone wants to know what the black people are up to. One guy's on rape charges, another guy you get crack. What is this?
Well, you know that Lawrence Taylor had a number of problems with drugs during his career and had to go to rehab a couple of times. He was down in, I guess it was South Carolina, for some kind of a golf tournament, and he once said that golfing had saved him from his demons before.
Yeah, but golfing is so boring. Sometimes you have to do it on crack. It's not enough of a challenge.
Is that right?
Yeah, at least if you're on crack, it's like drunk driving, you know? You drive around in your car drunk, it becomes a challenge. Some people feel
it more interesting.
It makes it more interesting. Some people think driving is too easy. They want to make it more, almost like a video game.
Put a little challenge in it, huh?
Yeah, LT, man, that golf, you know, you hit the ball, you got to wait around. You do a little crack, it speeds the game up.
Things up.
Yeah, livens it up.
Well, they say he was found in a very bad section of town that's, you know, been plagued by drugs trying to score a little crack, and they just happened to be running an undercover operation there at the time. LT now says, or at least he told a news reporter down there, that he has been having a lot of personal problems lately, and he was just feeling pushed to the edge.
That's all.
He really didn't, he hadn't even thought about going down there and buying crack, but the problems were getting so great that all of a sudden, he just needed a release.
Jay,
So,
can't we all just get along?
I'm sure everybody in New York and the whole Giants organization is very upset to hear that LT has fallen on such hard times that they felt like going back to crack. But
why should anybody care if LT has some problems and needs crack? I mean, let the guy live his life.
People who care about him probably do care, is what I'm saying. Not that he can't play football anymore. He's not going to be playing football anymore.
So let him dead in the pain with some crack.
Some people think it might affect his ability to get into the Hall of Fame.
See, he don't care about that. He should have, listen, a guy wants to do crack. This is my feeling. Let him do it. What are you busting him? He's got some problems to work out. He knows it.
The crack is not going to help him work out his problems.
You don't think?
No.
I think he does a pretty good job of drowning out that pain.
Drowning out is not solving.
It's a step in the right direction.
He was all upset because they were calling him a deadbeat dad or something.
Yeah, it got to him. So what are you going to do, put him in jail because he got life stress?
Well, he paid the $5,000. What is $5,000 to get out of jail for smoking a little crack?
That's all. That's right.
Jeez, that's a little steep.
LT, give us a call, all right, pal? We know LT.
I know. I don't know if he'll talk to us now, but we did know him before.
Big guy.
Sorry to hear about that.
Guy's got some problems, that's all. Hey, who among us doesn't have problems? Look at Fred over there. Name a problem he doesn't have.
He's got lots of problems.
LT is so dark, too. He is the blackest black guy you're ever going to see.
I don't ever see you carrying on about somebody being so white.
Oh, yes, I did about Cy Dresner for like 2.5 hours. What are you talking about? Guy's a vampire. No, LT is the blackest black man. He's almost purple.
Oh, he is not.
I swear to God.
Oh, he is
He's so
not.
black, he's purple.
Him. He is not purple.
No, I'm being serious. He's so black, he's purple.
And you say that to say what?
He's the black version of Johnny Winter.
Oh,
the other extreme.
He's the other extreme.
He's the negative of Johnny
He's the opposite of an albino. LT.
Oh, you. Well, I hope he sees you soon.
And I hope he's high on crack when he sees me.
Right, and will be fully under control.
Yeah, and beats me up.
Speaking of sports, the Bulls and the Knicks are back in the playoffs meeting each other, and I don't know why, but somebody seems to think there's going to be a possibility of a contest here. Yesterday, Michael Jordan got no help from his teammates, and we still lost.
I say, why bother with the playoffs? Just give the Chicago Bulls the whole thing.
Well, somebody has to see them actually earn it.
Oh,
there seems to be some need to see other people play the Bulls before you actually hand them the championship. But to try to pretend that the Knicks are going to give them any kind of contest at all is ridiculous.
See, everyone should say, they should agree in the NBA, look, we know the Bulls are going to win. So what we should do is have the playoffs, but the Bulls can only play with 3 guys. Let's see if the Bulls could win with 3 guys on the court. That would be an interesting playoff, right? Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, yesterday Michael Jordan practically had to do the whole thing by himself, and he did fine.
Send him out alone.
And he had a sore back.
Yeah.
His back was hurting him.
You know how when you were a kid, you got a game going, and if there were like too many good guys on one team, what you would do is
handicap the team.
Yeah, handicap them.
But how much more of a handicap do you need? The guy's back is hurting. The other team members aren't playing.
He's the superior athlete.
So anyway, that series is now 1 for the Bulls and 0 for the Knicks. But they keep saying, no problem. You know, there was just one game. We stayed close. The usual stuff they say.
They should go out golf with some crack. You know, it'd be funny they should nail Michael Jordan's feet to the floor, see if he can win. Keep him in one position.
Marge Schott has made it into the news again. She is the controversial owner of the Cincinnati Reds, who was fined and suspended from baseball because of some racial slurs she kept throwing around. Well,
come on.
Anyway, I guess reporters get with Marge Schott now, and they like to see how far they can push her before she'll start getting racial again.
Right.
So she sat down with somebody from ESPN to do an interview, and they started asking her about Hitler.
Yeah, let's see here. Hitler says what? What? Kikes? What?
So here is Marge Schott praising Hitler.
All right. Wow. They got her to praise Hitler?
Yeah.
On tape? Oh, that's great. All right, listen up.
Everything you read, when he came in, he was good. They built tremendous highways. He returned, got all the factories going, everything. He was good at the beginning, but then he went nuts. He went berserk, I guess, and I think even his own generals tried to kill him, didn't they? Everybody in history knows that he was good at the beginning, but he just went too far.
Yeah, he was good in the beginning.
Oh, dear. So,
he should have stopped at like 5,000 Jews.
Also, she was asked about having a swastika in her home.
Oh. She doesn't do that, does she? Robin? Do you have a swastika in your home? Why, yes.
A lot of
Who doesn't?
people have war memorabilia and everything, but I don't know what somebody in my house at a party would be opening my drawers for, okay?
So she wouldn't answer the question.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was in a drawer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, why was somebody at a party opening her drawers to find her swastika?
A lot of people have war memorabilia. What is she doing with it? Unbelievable.
So anyway, Marge shot. They went to the acting commissioner of baseball and said, "Hey, Marge is at it again." He goes, "Look, there is no appropriate comment to have about Marge and her statements.
Right.
And they know this woman is a nutty old racist, so why don't they just leave her alone?"
It's an old bat, that's all. Leave her alone.
So anyway, that's the latest on Marge. She's still a racist.
Right.
We were just checking. Let me see. Anything else I want to get to today? Oh, this new impotence drug. Have you heard about this?
I heard about it. I'm on it. Works.
They say things are looking up for men suffering from impotence.
I'm hard as a rock.
There is a new pill that restores full function in impotent men, and it could be on the shelves by next year, according to British scientists.
They're testing it on some people, so I took some. I felt fret up during the commercials. I got so aroused.
What you do with this pill is you take it about an hour before you're going to need it.
There you go. Yeah.
And then
you smoke a doobie.
No. You better not do that.
Right.
In one study, they said 351 impotent patients. They gave the pill to 351 impotent patients. 89% of the men taking the pill reported a tripling in their ability. What does that mean?
I heard that Officer Robinson took a jar full.
A tripling in their abilities after just 28 days.
Wow.
Do you know how many people are affected by impotence?
Yeah, a lot of women. Men don't satisfy them.
No.
They get cranky. How many people are impotent?
They say
30%?
about 10% of the male population. So if we lined up 10 guys, one of you would be impotent.
That ain't me, babe.
Well, you could be lying. Nobody's going to fess up.
No, I took care of my wife Saturday night.
So far, they say the only side effects of the drug are headaches, muscle soreness, and upset stomach.
Our general manager, Tom, is limp. He's limp. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Oh, yeah. He has a problem. He's the 1 out of 10.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, they say, I was looking at these side effects. I said, well, this is one thing. You take the drug, you can do something, but now you're too sick. You've got a headache, you've got a stomach ache, your muscles are sore. Who wants to make love? But anyway, they say that it does work for a good 89%. Which is, I guess, very beneficial to a lot of men who've been suffering with this problem. So they're anxiously rushing this onto the market.
Ever sleep with a guy who couldn't get it up?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you do wrong?
I didn't do anything wrong. He had the problem.
Really?
He had the problem.
No kidding. He just laid there like a lox?
Oh, it was pitiful.
And was he crying and stuff?
Oh, men always have an excuse.
Oh, my. What was his excuse?
They like to try to blame you.
Hey,
I don't buy that.
I was drinking.
Woman. I know that's not my fault, buddy.
I had to work in Albany. Well, he must have been dead. I know you're pretty good in the sack.
Not my fault. There's something wrong with you.
Good-looking guy?
Yeah, he was a good-looking guy.
Big one?
No.
I see. And then he couldn't perform? And what'd you do? Did you laugh? I know you must have really.
Well, especially when somebody's going to try to blame me, he's going to get it real good.
Now, was this your father?
No. Stop that, you silly.
An uncle?
Oh, I don't know anything about no uncles ever touched me.
Very good. All right. Thank you for clarifying.
At least 75 people were arrested. I wasn't one of those people who had a family full of molesters. No, thank you.
No, one was enough.
One was quite enough.
But your father didn't.
Good one.
Your father was not infinite.
I wouldn't know. We didn't get that far.
Well, you almost got that far.
Not me. I wouldn't know. At least 75 people have been arrested after a Cinco de Mayo celebration got out of control in Denver.
See, I love Cinco de Mayo.
Police say bottles and rocks were thrown at officers, but most of the arrests last night were for minor violations.
Wow.
A 5-mile stretch of one of the city's busiest streets was closed after the violence erupted. Gunshots were reported west of the downtown area, and one woman says police overreacted.
Of course. Everyone's always blaming the police. They're just doing their job.
Another says people were just looking for an excuse to cause trouble.
Of course they were. Of course, Robin.
What are you going to do? You can't even celebrate Cinco de Mayo anymore.
Yeah.
George C. Scott has left town after being charged with sexual harassment by his former assistant.
Yes.
They are now saying that George C. Scott is too ill to testify in the sexual harassment case. He has an aneurysm on his aorta that could cause him to die suddenly if he is stressed out, and he has gone to California to seek treatment.
Holy mackerel.
And that's what's happening.
Thank you, Robin, and I'll come back and do the plugs right after this.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. The Eagle. We're back with The Howard Stern Show.
All right, let's do the plugs. Fred, you read it.
Very good. Jackie Penthouse Joke Page Martling, 78 minutes of filthy jokes on CD or cassette on the hysterical Sergeant Hecka. Only $12 plus $4 shipping and handling. Incredible special. Buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. This Friday, May 10th, 2 shows at Slapsticks in Baltimore for filthy jokes. And Joke Man's web address. Call 516-922-WINE. Playmate of the Year, Stacey Sanchez, will be signing her new Playboy video tomorrow, May 7th from 11:30 to 1:30 at the Virgin Megastore in Times Square.
And if you're planning a wedding or a party and you need a DJ, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BEG-5040.
Okay, everybody, thanks. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.